And Happy New Year. What's up? This is Stargeekz. This is Sean.
This is a little.
This is Steve.
Boshuda. This is Ed.
And what's up, y'all? What's going on, man? This has been what? Week? we didn't record last week.
But it's the first show of 2025. How's it going?
First show of 2025. Yes. You know, got to send a little bit of celebration. I don't want to play the whole
thing. Yeah, because we have a lot of copyright marks on our.
Do we?
Oh yeah.
Not on Stargeekz or on
Yeah, I mean, if the geeks get it, Stargeekz gets it too. So
you know what? I think it might be the memes. You think it's the memes?
I don't know yet. I've been trying to figure it out. So
what's up, Taylor?
What's up, Taylor? We shall see.
Taylor.
Yeah, we'll find out. How's everybody's? Hello, shit? You're the only one that spent this time in New Year's for Disney in Disneyland. How did that go for you?
Disney World, and yes,
Disney World. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You know, get it right. No, it was fun. You know, hung out in Batu for most of New Year's. How
was the light show out there?
Oh, it's cool. They did like a at the center where the old Chinese theater was, which is now the Mickey and Minnie's Railway. They did like a big party with a big countdown and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. It was a bitch getting out of there, but it was fun.
I mean, you knew that though.
Oh, I know, we knew.
You knew what you was walking into.
Yeah.
They do the drones.
What's up, Snow Dog? No drones.
No drones. All right.
No.
I wasn't sure with some of the issues.
Yeah, drones are kind of a little bit dicey right now.
They did drones on New Year's Eve in New York though. They did a whole bunch.
Yeah, but it was over the water.
Yeah. Steve and Ed, how was y'all's New Year's, man? What y'all get into? Nothing?
Not much. I've just been I hung out at home. I had to work on this room because my entertainment center blew up. So I've been like doing a bunch of work in here, and then just gaming. I've been spending a lot of time gaming on Baldur's Gate, so just been doing that.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals is a thing now, dog. Just let you know that.
I'm waiting for you to say when to play again.
Absolutely, I'm ready.
People can play at once.
Everybody should.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, we can get about 15 motherfuckers on there, can't we? I think.
I'll download. Taylor's ready to play. We just gotta play.
Yeah,
I try to call Sean like, when are we gaming? This fool don't answer the phone.
You called me one time and we talked the other day, bro.
You know he's asleep. He's nap timing.
And everybody has this problem with me about communication, so he ain't the only person, bro. Believe me, there's a line. There's a line. Yeah, I didn't. Did anybody get anything for Christmas? Any Star Wars thing related? Anything Star Wars related for Christmas?
I do have some things to talk about, but Ed was reaching for something, so I'll let Ed go.
Oh, nice.
I actually been wanting to collect more of those and have all my controllers displayed on all different characters. So
we have one in the game room. It's the Sackboy from PlayStation. We have him that holds up the.
I have Iron Man, Spider-Man. Alex got Miles. I think that's.
I wonder how many Star Wars ones they got, because that'd be cool if you had like a Vader and a Stormtrooper.
I think they have Vader and Boba and yeah. So. I didn't particularly get any gifts, but I did pick up a few things that I thought were kind of cool. Especially, I know a couple of weeks ago we were talking about Star Wars Christmas stuff, right? And I always look for the unique things. And I'll start with the small one because the other thing is pretty cool. But like right now, Sean, I know you said you don't know how to do it or get more ornaments because they're expensive. Well, start going to stores right now because everything's on clearance. And I just picked this thing up for 75% off. And it's awesome because it has Salacious Crumb. It is Jabba and Salacious Crumb Funko Pop.
That's kind of cool. I kind of like it.
And it was only $4. So this is what you got to do.
Yeah, I have a Leia. I have a Leia Funko Pop one that actually it actually talks and says the whole Obi-Wan thing.
Oh, okay, yeah,
and it glows blue and everything. It's actually kind of dope.
Yeah, now's the time, man. Christmas. Go to Halloween stores in November and Christmas stores, or Christmas.
Yeah, anywhere that's big box stores. So, the other thing I ordered, and it is awesome because again, we love Jabba, and Jenny went crazy because it's Slicer's Crumb because she loves Jabba and stuff. So we got Santa Jabba,
So cool.
Where'd you get that from?
the Disney store.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
So
That's cool.
got me a
Definitely
little
for next year.
Santa Jabba is going to be on our little bar tree. And then another thing I picked up while I was out of my travels, because I was hitting some old stomping grounds and stuff, and I used to love going to Half Price Books and kind of just digging around there what they had and everything. And I probably should have picked up more, but I saw this cover and I'm like, I have to get this because it's kind of cool and I kind of want to go through it one day. I haven't gone through everything yet, but like go through it on with you guys. But I don't know. Sean, I'm going to ask Sean and Ed because they're older. If you guys remember the magazine called Starlog.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I remember Starlog. God.
Oh yeah.
But Starlog.
I think I have that one.
So it had Luke on there, Superman, Bond. There's like a bunch of games and stuff. So I'm like, oh, I'll have to go through this thing. So got
so good.
Starlog, and then of course the back has an Atari Star Wars ad. But there are some really cool like color photos, and then like they had a what was it like the Star Wars I know Sean you were looking for this or you were trying to get a lot of this the fan like the fan where you can sign up to be like I don't know what you get like a fan kit and stuff like that.
I have all that.
Yeah.
I have all that.
But they had a real cool patch that said Revenge of the Jedi.
I have that.
You have the Revenge of the Jedi one?
It's on my denim jacket.
Okay, well I didn't know. So
exactly from the fan one. I have the whole fan thing. I have like the whole thing.
So I was just looking at this stuff and I was just like, you know what? It's Star Wars related. I'll pick it up. It was $3 and just kind of dig through it, see what happened back in '82, previewing '83. So
right.
I love those magazines.
They're really cool. Like I miss this is again what I miss. I miss
nice. Salt and Pepper Show.
Thank you, Polar Nights.
So I miss magazines like this, especially when they're going through all the movies and stuff and showing. I mean, like, got pictures of the Dark Crystal, pictures of.
I mean, it's all amazing. Jim Henson and
Conan, the Thing. So we'll do that one day, but I wanted to bring it up now. So
all right, yeah,
nice time capsule, and I might start picking up more of these just to kind of go through.
Yeah, Fernando said the same thing. Amazing time capsule. Yeah. That'd be dope. Yeah, it'd be nice to go through some of those old, Star Wars books.
Well, that's why I was picking up like those Nintendo Powers and stuff. I even picked up another thing. I mean, I haven't gone through it, so I don't know if there's anything Star Wars in here, but it's called Alter Ego. It's more of a comic book one. I picked it up because it had this really cool Joe Simon Captain America cover.
Oh, cool.
And then on the back cover, like, because they flip around, it had like the Avengers.
Oh, that's cool.
So, like, I think this is from the 70s. So yeah, I was like looking through this and I'm like, hey, you never know what you're gonna find in these things, but like a lot of stuff about Timely Comics and
although somebody missed you. Being merciless.
I don't know why I'm being the merciless, except for maybe I'm squinting a little bit, but
yeah, it's a thing. But
I know I guess I gotta shave this off again. Jeez,
man. Speaking of shaving, I will not be doing that again, boy. Oof,
my new shirt design in mine now. So I got a new shirt design in mind now for
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Oh no.
I may need you to send me a picture, like a good one. We gotta make this a thing. All right.
Happy New Year as well. But yeah, so just those few things. But like I saw the ornament, and I'm like, Jenny loved it, and I was like, I gotta tell Sean to jump over to Walmart because those are only at Walmart. But I was like, because it's Salacious Crumb, I thought it was really cool. So
I'll jump over there at some point. Yeah, Ed, it's your time of the night.
Well, I was gonna say New Year's we don't do much. I hung around. I'm easy to find. I think if anybody looks on Xbox, you can pretty much say I'm always there.
Always.
Since Steve had been trying to get me into it for the longest time, but since now I have all of the mod version,
Oh, tell me
Star
about it.
Wars and Starfield, that's all I do.
How good is it? Isn't it great? It's so
funny.
good.
I'm still doing the same stuff, but I'm enjoying it because it's Star Wars. So
Just walking around and seeing the aliens, just like there's something better about that than walking around and seeing all those stupid people from Starfield.
yeah.
It changes. Just changing the look of it makes it actually feel like you're playing a Star Wars game. And that Millennium Falcon is OP in that game.
Oh,
God
yes.
damn. I crush everybody. Nobody can stand. Like, and on those like jumping star systems and shit, Millennium Falcon go anywhere you want. Like, no, it's really good.
I already showed you guys the books that I bought myself for Christmas. The only other thing, which is not Star Wars related, and since I am a Lego fan,
I'm surprised you didn't get the Star Wars, the
it's
Jabba.
Dungeons.
The Jabba.
Well, I have all of the original Star Wars Legos. It's just gotten too out of control, and this was the very first Dungeons and Dragons Lego, and I'm a big Dungeons and Dragons guy.
That's sweet. How many little guys does it come with? Does it come with the crew of 4?
Oh, there's several. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, and then a bunch of D&D creatures. So
does it come with like the dragon with the 3 heads or the 4 heads?
No, just one big red dragon.
Or some shit like that. I always forget.
Tiamat.
I didn't know you were such a Dungeons and Dragons fan, Ed.
Oh, yes.
If that's the case, then I may need to talk to you about our little Baldur's Gate playthrough we're going to start pretty soon, because that's all Dungeons and Dragons, baby.
Yeah.
Although RPG.
I didn't do as much in the Forgotten Realms. I was more Dragonlance, but I still know my way around the different worlds.
I don't know nothing about none of this shit. It's the first time for me, but
I know nothing about Dungeons and Dragons, but I would love to play. Like, I would just love to play.
It's fun. Good. It's good. Oh, it's so good. I get mad in the game though, because like I'm bad at saving. Like, I'm starting to get better at like rapidly saving, because like I'll be doing something like, oh fuck, I fucked up. I should have done this different. And I'll go back and like my previous save is like an hour ago. I'm like, oh. Well, gotta go back an hour.
All right, we got a long show tonight because we have reviewed two episodes of Skeleton Crew. But Ed, I'm gonna let you get into your news, and I got a little bit of collecting stuff to talk about. But we will play your usual.
With Ed.
All right. So I think the first thing, which I know, Sean, you kind of started to talk about on the regular show the other day, was we had an update because they announced how much they're spending on Andor Season 2.
Damn.
And my goodness, it is a chunk of change. It's about 290 million. Now, it is 12 episodes. But again, as a Star Wars fan and how good Andor was, don't care.
That's inflation right there, baby.
And not well, it was cheaper than the first season, but I'm sure there's certain cost savings once you kind of put everything in place on the first one.
I mean, once you start putting K2SO in, that's already a budget in his ass right there. So you're gonna do that. You're probably gonna do the Death Star, the beginning of the Death Star. You may bring in Tarkin, which you're gonna use CG for that. Like, there's gonna be a lot of CG in this one, I'm pretty sure, and probably aliens too. So,
well, I know they talked about being the biggest expense when it comes to the practicals, and especially with Andor, there's a lot of location shoots. So they're taking a whole crew off everywhere. So, but it was a beautiful show in the first season. Great story. So as far as I'm concerned, money well spent.
Still probably, I mean, I have like action nerdy love for certain parts of the Mandalorian that are better than Andor, but Andor as a whole is it's like if it's not number 1, it's number 2, you know?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to rewatching season 1 just before season 2 drops.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you on that.
So
that's a hell of a budget, though. God damn.
Oh yes.
That's the most expensive Disney Plus show right now. Probably so, right?
Well,
yeah.
Season 1. of
And,
Andor.
yeah, and
No, I was thinking, but I was thinking about Marvel too. Like, is there anything Marvel that was that much? I don't think so, right?
I don't know. I don't know any of the price tags in the Marvel shows. I might have to
Have to
look
look
that
that
up
up.
just to compare.
Secret Invasion was expensive. I just don't know how much.
What is it? Didn't feel
So-
like it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So as a total, both seasons of Andor.
Yeah,
golly,
just a little over 60 million or 600 million.
640. God damn.
Yep.
Damn.
Big money. Now, unfortunately,
Boy,
because
that money better boil this.
For something that you can't sell tickets to, that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
no, but I think we talked about that before. That having continuous content, it drives everything, and it makes it worth it in the end. Well, that
It's true. And I mean, anything you do with these shows, you could have little things at these live action attractions, a little like in Disneyland and at Disney World, they have the Star Wars lands, the Galaxy's Edge. I'm sure they have like some tie-ins whenever these shows come out, right? There's got to be some shit going on there.
I never seen
Not
it.
always.
I don't think so, right?
I think it would be awesome to have like a K2SO hanging out. Like they have like a, like what's it called? Like where they have it? They have the Transformers at Universal Studios. Like have a K2SO like that. Like that would be awesome.
Like a puppet.
Yeah.
just a big giant, as tall as he is, that would be awesome. Well, with the age of Star Wars, this is unfortunately something we're going to probably cover more frequently as time goes on, but we lost Gold Leader. Angus McGinnis passed away. He, of course,
77.
from A New Hope, was the involved in that conversation with stay on target. We're too close. He was panicking. But
Oh.
That's
So he lived through the fight.
77.
with
Too
all-
young.
Yeah, I was young. I mean, not young, but it was young enough. Shit.
Yep. With it being the new year, here's just a quick little recap of what we saw from 2024. We had the Bad Batch, the final season, the Tales of the Empire, Acolyte. I included Star Wars Outlaws in there because it was built up quite a bit. And of course, Skeleton Crew kind of crosses over because we still have 2 episodes left. But so when you kind of look at this, what do you think? Sidekick for Star Wars for 2024?
Skeleton Crew's doing its damnedest to get it into sidekick territory because everything else.
I enjoyed the Bad Batch. I thought the
Bad Batch was good.
I thought it was
I didn't watch that, so I can't speak to that. And I still haven't played Outlaws, but the only reason I haven't played it is because it's getting shit on by
I
everybody.
still haven't played either, and I bought it.
So I don't want to play it. And I suffered through the Acolyte with the rest of you. And Tales in the Empire, the episodes that I did watch weren't that bad.
No,
Yeah,
it
they
was-
were pretty good. I actually liked them.
it wasn't bad. I mean, they weren't all great, but
I like that one with what's his name? Christopher Lee's character. God damn it, Dooku, and it was fighting
Dooku.
with the female
Bar
Yaddle.
Safi.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was Tales of the Empire. Yeah, that was Tales of the Empire. Yeah, that's right. It was. That was cool.
That was a cool episode.
Yeah. But I like the Bar Safi one too. The one where, the girl had the tattoos on her face. Like, I like that one too. That one was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought
That
it
was
was
good.
good. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. Bad Batch, I would say, was.
You guys, every week I'll come in
I
and
love
you'd
Bad
be
Batch.
like, this week was fine. Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot of that.
It
There
was-
was
There's
a lot of that.
filler.
There were a lot of fillers. There were a lot
Lot
of
of
fillers.
filler.
The main story was good. Like that, it caught me. There were some moments I was like, "Oh shit!" Like that got me. But yeah, I don't know. I probably would say high sidekick. Tales of the Empire, high sidekick. Acolyte, pass. Outlaws haven't played, and then Skeleton Crew. We haven't finished it yet, so we'll see.
He has fucking taking the lead by a long stretch.
Yeah. A little where you stand at on all this stuff. You watch Bad Batch?
I did. I enjoyed Bad Batch. I just wanted more.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I think it's sidekick for sure.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see if Skeleton Crew sticks the landing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. So as that transitions, oh, look at that. I'm just looking at my notes. I didn't change the title at the top. That should be 2025. Fail.
Yeah, that's all good.
We're gonna
All right.
dock that out
We'll
of
just
your pay.
pretend that it says 2020.
Yeah, it was-
Well, so as we said, the skeleton crew carries over, so it kind of splits the 2 years. We've got Andor season 2. We've got the 3rd season of Star Wars Visions, and it will be the year of Star Wars Celebration Japan.
That's
So there's not as much
cool.
content. I mean, there's a
That
lot of
is
books and comics, but
That is a really cool Star Wars Celebration poster. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
so
I mean, again, Star Wars Celebration. It's okay. I mean, if everybody's going to Japan, if people are going to Japan to go to Star Wars, that's great. But you know, we wanted to come back to the States because it hasn't been here since the last in Chicago, right?
No, Anaheim.
It was in Anaheim. Oh, it was Anaheim. That's right. It was Anaheim. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's what we get in Star Wars Celebration every 2 years now or 4 years, something like that now. Can't remember. Is that what it is, Ed?
I actually don't know off the top of my head, but
It's every couple years now. Apparently, it's not like every year like it used to be.
Well,
All
didn't
I-
they do another one in Europe last year?
They did Europe. It was the year
Like in
before.
Germany
yeah,
or some, well, not Germany. I can't remember where, but
Yeah.
maybe you're right. Maybe it is every 2 years.
I'm sure they'll announce at the end of Japan.
Oh,
the
yeah,
next
absolutely.
one.
It has
So-
to come back here. I would assume. Like,
So if it's
We've
in the
been-
States,
We can at
are we
least
all going?
We could say that we've been, but yeah, I'd like to go again. I think I'd go with a different mentality than last time.
I'm definitely going. Yes, that's definite for me.
So who do we need to petition to try and get a panel?
It's hard. It's hard to get a. It's hard.
Nobody wants to. We have an empty ass room. Nobody can listen to us talk about.
Well, we'll just set up a
jabbering
table in the
on
hallway.
about- Don't
I'll
nobody
set up a
care.
card table somewhere. Yeah.
No, you know what it is. I think to be honest, if we got like a whole podcast Star Wars group, like I'm pretty sure there's cats that George probably would want to do one, and I'm pretty sure Evan would want to do one. Like I'm pretty sure we could probably get something together of that nature if it came down to it when we find out. Yeah, absolutely.
That would be fun. So with the
just
Star
depends
Wars,
on it depends on like the licensing part of it. Like I don't know if you have to be official or how that works. I don't know how that works.
But
I'm
what would be
assuming
what would be the worst place for them to bring it back to in the
Thank you,
states?
Fernando.
That you would. They're bringing it back to
Delaware.
Sean's like, no.
save on airfare.
Yeah, fucking right.
If that's the case, you guys can all crash here.
You know, what would be terrible is there'd be like Star Wars Celebrations going to Las Vegas. Like, ugh.
Ooh.
I
I wouldn't mind going.
Dude, have you been to Las Vegas?
Yes, I don't like it. I fucking hate
Ugh.
Vegas. I fucking hate Vegas. It is the worst.
It's so dirty and hot.
It is. Speaking of like, damn, like you in California and it's always hot.
That's fine. I know. I don't want to go anywhere where it's hotter than here. You know what I mean? Fuck.
It's gonna be in Orlando. I'm 100% sure.
That works for me.
Because they've done Anaheim, they've done
Chicago.
They haven't done Orlando in a while, so I'm assuming probably will come back to Orlando.
That'd be great for me.
Yeah,
Not for me. That's a long trek. That's a long drive.
Or Star Wars Celebration New York. That'd be dope.
Ooh,
It's just
that'd
as
be
far.
interesting.
I know, Steve. I'm sorry.
I need to you just find somewhere to hire me on the East Coast and I'll move out there and be done with all this bullshit.
Yeah.
I assume it relates to the Celebration Japan. I am not a Fortnite player, but I don't know if any of you saw the new Star Wars Fortnite skins. They are fantastic. I wish I played Fortnite because I would buy these. I love the look of the samurai, stormtrooper, and Darth Vader.
Yeah, those are really cool. I have a couple family members that are heavily into Fortnite. My wife actually she was headshotting people on Fortnite when I walked in here. So
My son, yeah, he's over there yelling with his idiot friends right now. They're all idiots. They're
idiot friends.
14-year-old, 13 and 14-year-old boys. They're all idiots. Come on, we know we were idiots too. Okay, we still are idiots, but
Now we are.
Would you get those helmets, Sean, if they had released those as like
Oh, those would be sick.
See, there's the question that makes Sean go, actually, wait a second, those do look
Me.
really nice."
That would be
that
I'm not gonna buy
Stormtrooper
anything
helmet
else
is
this year.
tough with the swirls on the
Think.
bottom instead of those little vents.
And look at Vader's hilt.
Oh yeah.
I've seen that though. I've seen a hill like that. Like they've made some custom ones like that. I've seen
Yeah,
those.
custom. But what if they,
What? Kenner? I mean, Hasbro? I was like, Kenner. I mean, Hasbro?
Hasbro or
But you could. It looks like all you really need is like a little topper you could snap on top of the regular lightsaber, and then you could just have that.
I don't know, because the blade is not it's not
It's
circular.
translucent.
It's like a blade.
Yeah. It's translucent. It's like a red translucent. That's what it's supposed to be anyway.
See,
It'd be a dope
Stormtrooper-
helmet. It'd be a dope helmet.
Those those pants look so comfortable.
I want that costume. I want to go to the next celebration dressed as the samurai stormtrooper.
You will not get me dressed up, but I'm
That
with
would be
You such a weenie about dressing up.
you. Yeah. No. No. It's not my thing.
I don't either, Sean. So
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, I'm not talking about. I don't want to dress up in costumes going to a con. I'm talking about anything. Like this fool won't even wear a suit and do sports keys with us.
well, that's true.
You're right. I wouldn't.
so nobody's wearing the metal bikini to the next celebration.
A little.
Okay.
Lil's
I
gonna.
will.
A little older, a little older so much. He's
Those got debts.
yeah, he's got a
Decade old to pay off already.
Hey, bro.
And he's a little. We've been waiting. We knew eventually you were going to get the body to pull it off, and you're fucking right there, my dude. You're right there.
Nobody wants to see the sagging skin, so it's all right.
PCS released their what is this? This is the bust. This
I think
is
you showed us this before.
Yeah, I didn't show you the whole thing though. Like
I didn't see the price.
Yeah,
Holy
well.
Nikes.
I actually expected it to be more than that.
Yeah, I expected it to be more than that too, to be honest.
You getting that?
One to
Sean?
one scale, the thing's fucking huge, and it's got light up features. Like that's actually a good price for that. Believe it.
No, Steve, you ain't lying. It actually is a good price for it. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not bad. I'm not getting it a little. No, I don't want that. That's too much.
You say that now.
No, I'm not. I'm fine. I'm okay.
That's almost like you have that piece and don't have much else. Like
That's
You don't
cool.
need
And
much
the piece.
else.
that
It's a
has
beautiful centerpiece,
covers so much.
It's really nice though. Don't get it. It is. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot.
Damn, the fire effects on the back are come on with the lava waterfall right there.
It's a lot. It's a lot for me. Like I can't do it. So
God damn, that thing is nice.
yeah, I oh shit, I didn't even see that. Damn.
Oh, you
Look
got
at that.
the trench run in there where he's chasing fucking Luke. Come on, bro. Come on,
How do you
bro.
not get
Wrong
that,
with
Sean?
this one.
How do you
Come
not?
on.
How do I not get it? A little. I just don't. It's too much. It's a big piece, man.
Yeah, and you get a nice little motorized Lazy Susan to sit it on and just have it spinning.
Nah, I'm cool. I mean,
Spotlights on it.
the monthly payments on it was 10 months. That's not too bad. That ain't bad.
No, not too bad at all.
Yeah, I'm
You
okay.
don't even remember it. You'll put it on auto pay. You won't even know what's happening. And then in a year, you'll be like, what the fuck? Look at this amazing thing. Where did this come from?
Don't be trying to sway me.
I absolutely, I want to see that thing get unboxed on the show.
I ain't having it. Sideshow is great and piece of shit at the same time. They're releasing a new Darth Vader print. This is Darth Vader Assault on the Tantive. Cool. You know, it's a print. You know, they're releasing a Grand Admiral Thrawn premium format.
With
He
the
slimmed
throne?
down since Ahsoka.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, but true. I wonder, does it come with the chair? Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Chair. I think it's cloth. I'm not sure if it's cloth or just all resin, but it's a nice piece. If you're into Thrawn, like that's a dope piece.
I don't care that like the guy that because it's the guy that did the voice that played him in live action. I get that. That's fine. I don't care about the body shape because we saw that with Dad Bod Boba Fett. This doesn't bother me.
Head.
Thrawn's head is skinny and long, and that dude has a round face. And it's like it's the same thing that bothered me with Channing Tatum and the damn Gambit mask. Like it's too round. Like you need to figure out a way to angle that up.
And then these assholes now, excuse my language,
Oh, wow.
want to do a
What?
premium
Excuse
format
me.
version.
Excuse my language.
Premium format version of the same pieces that they already released. So now they're going to be bigger.
Mm.
Yeah. Fuck
Mm.
you. Fuck you, Sideshow. Fuck you.
You just said excuse my language for saying asshole.
Yeah, well, but the great thing about these is they light up, which is cool.
That is cool.
But they don't have different head sculpts. It's just one head sculpt, and that's it. So there's no like switch out because mine says switch out heads. But yeah, I think they're going to release all of the old ones that they already released in premium format version, which I don't know.
The base on the Saj is really nice.
Yeah, but I already have it.
I
That's
know.
not I don't need any bigger.
You have it, but you have a tiny version.
I know it's so small.
So small and puny.
I can't just like, I can't. It sucks though.
It's
Yeah, I
so
wish
small and fucking, like
Why don't you just go and
miniature-
collect
yeah.
PVC statues now, Sean?
Yeah, why don't you just
Yeah.
fucking put some Lego sets next to those, meet those back there? Because
well, the great thing is that these fit in Bestas and those don't. So that's a whole thing. Yeah, the old ones have. Oh yeah. So that sucks because I'd actually love to have that Gamorrean Guard version, the older ones. That was a beautiful one, but I don't know, man. It's to sculpt some. Like I wish they would bring back like the busts, like the the old busts that they used to have. How dare you? But let's see. The new ones are digitally sculpted, so maybe I'll really. Yeah, I mean they're definitely gonna do a Sidious. I already have that one too, so whatever. Anyway, but that's really it in collection news. I think there's some Hot Toy stuff, but I don't really care. I don't, I'm not really a Hot Toys collector, but I think there's some new stuff that came out, but I forgot what it was. Oh, well, you know what? Here it is right here in front of my face, so I can guess I can share it. Real quick.
I like how Sean processes stuff in real time and we all watch it happen. And
Yeah. The Plo Koon they're coming out with.
I always liked that guy. I thought his design was super cool.
Yeah, Steve, it is a really good design. I just don't do Hot Toys, so
I liked him. He especially looked really cool in the animated stuff, like the way they angled all of his little parts on his head. He's got a really cool design. I like that character. Not enough from him in the movies though.
Yo, I agree. Just definitely not enough.
Didn't he get blown up?
He did.
Yeah, he was in
Unceremonious, mediocre,
bullshit. But a great character.
cool ass design.
And they have Commander Wolf and the Wolf Pack, the 104th Battalion, which is Commander Wolf actually survived Order 66 and survived further in to Rebels, which is really cool. I think he died in Rebels, but I'm not 100% sure. Can't remember. But yeah, really good, really great figure. If you collect Hot Toys, man, they can really dump it on you, boy. Like they dump all that shit on you, and it's hard to keep up, man.
Well,
Especially
it's just they have the head sculpts of Tamir Morrison already there. They have the design of the figures. They really just have to do paint, just different paint apps.
Yeah, but they're going up in price. $280 now. I remember Hot Toys were maybe 200, maybe 180 at some
I'm
point.
gonna say most 180s, 200, 210,
Right, a little, yeah.
240 for like the specialty.
Yeah, now they're just
Now your basic one's 280.
Yeah, 260, 250 flat now. So you gotta buy them. But yeah, that really was it. That's it in collection news. So nothing new is coming out. So that is it. And I guess we can get into Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, we got 2 episodes to get through.
Two episodes of Skeleton Crew, episode 5, episode 6. And I know, Ed, you have everything we need. And what I will do is play that spoiler warning because we are about to spoil it. If you haven't seen it yet, sorry. But if you did, oh well, wherever my spoiler warning is, there it is. And that's it. Lou, you all right tonight?
I am good.
All right. You look tired.
You're the driver, bro. He's just listen. He's when Lil sits in the passenger seat, he gets sleepy.
It's true. I'm bored. No, I'm joking.
All right, Ed, I'll let you go walk it through.
Yep. So this was the Christmas Eve release of Skeleton Crew episode 5, which it was nice to start off where you've got the parents of the kids are trying to figure out what they can do.
I'm telling you, something funny's going on with that supervisor, man.
Yes, that's still one of the secrets that has yet to be revealed, which I'm looking forward to.
The lady, right? The
Yep.
mom, the girl's mom.
Neil's mom.
No, it's
Oh no, she's
Her
the
boss.
Yeah.
Oh, the supervisor.
Mhm.
Yes. But unfortunately that
I think it's the mom. I think the mom is sinister. I think the mom. Something's evil about the mom.
who Fern's mom, the
Yeah.
undersecretary.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, she kind of hooked him up because obviously Neil's mom comes in with his contraband device. It's Wim's dad to say, "All right, hook it up. We got to get through the barrier."
Is that his dad or the mom?
So that's Neil's mom and
Okay.
Wim's dad.
Okay.
And he agrees to do it. This was kind of funny.
It was stupid though, because his whole logic behind trying to hide something was so immature and so I'm going to my hand and then my other, like, come on, bro, for real, like, yeah, like, come on.
Well, he figures it's a droid and maybe he can fool it, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, them droids ain't that stupid.
The droid's like, can I see both of your hands at the same time,
They're
sir?
not battle. Lord. Though they seem like battle droids.
Now, this is where we get to see that Fern's mom is at least on board because she tells the droid, delete your memory and shut down.
Major Manda, what's up?
What's going on? And it's kind of, I like this scene because obviously as they're having this conversation, you see the tower over their shoulder. And she agrees to at least work with them on trying to do something to get past the barrier.
Hmm.
So we know they haven't forgotten about the kids and they're trying to do something.
Yeah.
And it lets you know that they're not sinister players in all this.
No.
They just want their kids back. Sean, you were right about one thing, but I don't know about this one.
Oh, we'll get to that.
No,
episode.
we'll get there. We'll get there. You know what's funny is that happened, and I was like, "Motherfucker!" And Sean was like, "My wife was like, what?" I was like, "Sean's fucking right. He's never gonna live. I'm never gonna hear the end of this."
No, you're not. You won't, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Told you. Yeah, what you got? Okay.
So,
well, this is from
yep.
episode 4. They tied him down. They tied.
Yes.
Okay.
And they said that they've got him all squared away. Of course, it's funny because when he gets up, he just busted his ropes like it was nothing.
Like it was nothing. All right, well, let's go. I thought that was fun.
But yeah, that he's not going to kill them. He doesn't know where Ad-Atin is, but he knows that his captain had the whereabouts hidden in his lair, so they head off to go find his secret pirate lair.
You know what's weird? I'm forgetting about this episode. I didn't rewatch it. I should have rewatched it.
We do get this scene where Wim wanders off, and it's just kind of and it's again, I like the way that the kid characters and they're actually still real and believable. Wim was always let's go, let's adventure, let's have a good time. And he's kind of sad and a little scared and realizing that, this is not all fun and games.
What I noticed about this scene in particular was that Wim seemed almost like a kid from our world. He seemed very like he had the same concerns that a normal kid would in this circumstance. Like he's like, this is all fucking weird. Like they live in a very isolated existence on Ad-Atin. So it's a nice allegory for the audience.
Yeah.
We obviously,
And of course, it sets up Jude Law here, where he's like, "You've got to let go of everyone," blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, well, that's going to come back at the end when he doesn't let go, and blah blah
hitting
blah.
every Captain Blackbeard fucking trait from Treasure Island that there is.
But remember, we talked about him not having real force power. Clearly, he has force power.
That would definitely seem the case after these 2 episodes.
Yeah, you guys were. I can't remember. Was it Sean? You brought
He
it up.
doesn't have strings set up everywhere.
Yeah, like dog. He got that. He has like a little parrot or some shit. I'm telling you, he got some little magical thing, like a little magical thing that just grabs everything. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. There's no fucking way that he has. Like, why would you? I don't know. He has to have a whole fucking backstory. Then they're going to do.
See a lot of people that are force sensitive. Who don't know how to use it.
My prediction is he's going to be bad, but then it's going to come down to it at the end, and he's going to choose good.
No, I agree with you.
He'll have his redemption
arc of him. But do you think we need a backstory of this character as a Jedi? Yeah, I would assume. Even if it's like 5 to 10 minutes, we need a backstory on if he is a Jedi or
but not everybody that's force sensitive was a Jedi. He knows how to use some little tricks and power that he has, but he probably was never a Jedi.
Yeah.
No, after this,
you leaving it way too open for some shit like that. Like that.
No way. Star Wars does that itself. There's a little boy out there sweeping a fucking stall on a casino planet.
We're not talking about that anymore.
It doesn't matter. It's true though. It happened.
We're pushing that further.
It's the truth. That's how it is, man. Not everybody with force powers is Jedi.
Correct. Now, I don't really want him to be a Jedi, but
that's his new last name.
Yeah, no. But I think, especially with this scene and the terminology he's using, I'm going to say that he was a youngling that escaped like Grogu, because he knows just enough, especially when he's making these comments to where letting go of the attachment. He says basically the same exact line that Qui-Gon says right here from Phantom Menace when he's like, "You're shit." I didn't write it down, but he pulls the line exactly from the movie that your focus determines your reality.
So they do a flashback episode, Sean, where we get to see him escaping on this little transport away during Order 66. And who's he on the transport with? But a little baby Grogu, thus connecting you to Mandalorian. And it's our little touch.
Or he was in there when Anakin was coming in and slaughtered them and hid.
You have to think about how old.
What if he's the little boy that was like Master Skywalker?
Oh shit!
You both have English accents.
What if he's got a lightsaber scar?
I mean, if you think about it, remember what was her name? She survived. She survived that whole.
There's a lot of kids. Kids are good at hiding.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Let me tell you something right now. You know, when you tell those little kids that they can force jump, could you imagine? They're hopping all over the place, those little fuckers. Like, there's got to be a couple of them spider monkeys that live, you know?
I'm telling y'all right now, there is a little creature that is fucking grabbing this shit for him.
Dude, he has force powers, bro.
There's so much more.
That shit.
I'm telling you, there's so much more to this shit than this pull is pulling y'all in. There's a lot of.
I hope so. I hope there is some bait and switch. I mean, that's the joy of this show.
Yep. You can be like,
there is still so much mystery.
I would actually be pretty pissed if there was some kind of little flying fucking bug picking this shit up from.
You know what it is? It's that Captain EO thing.
He's got one that goes invisible.
It's that little Captain EO thing that's invisible. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Guaranteed.
All right.
I mean, they did show those guys in the beginning.
They did.
If they do that, I will tell you right now, that will leave me unsatisfied. So I would not appreciate such a turn.
Oh, but then it's gonna be so cute. Oh,
I need him to be a force user and then use that shit against the pirates at the end for good. Yes.
Oh, the lightsaber gonna come back? Maybe.
I guess.
100%.
The only issue I have is because he keeps getting captured, and it's like if he had force powers, why isn't he using them? Unless he just doesn't want people to know he has force powers.
He's not good at it.
Yeah,
He's good enough at it.
I don't understand
why pull keys away from hooks and like pull something up off the ground, but not.
I'm telling you right fucking now, at the end of this show, there's gonna be a little fucking Captain EO thing on his goddamn shoulder, and it's gonna be like, good job. I guarantee.
Hey, well, we shall see.
Okay.
They show up to the planet, and of course, it's not the same planet that it was when it was the captain's lair. It is now a luxury spa. You've got the two ships who come down, who are very reminiscent of cloud cars, escorting them in and welcoming them to the planet.
I liked how they were like, kids aren't allowed. This is like super adult. I was like, oh shit.
Well, that's fine. They'll do the classic Jedi costume. Just throw a hood on.
Now, I don't know about all of them, but I do know that one next to Jude Law is supposed to be the tentacle guy from Pirates of the Caribbean, but I don't know about the rest of them.
It looks cool. It looks like Davy Jones.
He does, look, he's even got the claws, the red on the claw for his hands, everything.
It looks just like him, yeah. The elders. So
yeah,
they sneak in, and here's another moment where he's using his Jedi powers to pull his knife back to him.
Is he though? I'm telling you, a little thing is right there on this fucking thing. Nobody.
I do like that they put a restraining bolt on SM-33.
Yeah, but that was cool. That restraining bolt played off a lot.
He thought he was gonna get a lay like the rest of them. He's like, oh, it's good stuff. I liked all of this. This was nice, light, breezy Star Wars fun.
Yeah.
We find out that John has another alias when he was working as a bounty hunter. Pocket.
Sorry, I think somebody said something in one of the other shows. Her name was Hot Pocket.
That's fantastic.
Her name was Hot Pocket.
To some, I suppose.
But she looks pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. They kind of dropped the ball on this one, dog. That would have been dope if that was like a Asajj Ventress or another bounty hunter that we know. Like it looked like, I mean, come on. Are you serious?
She's not a throwaway. She'll be back.
But you want to keep making the world small.
Yeah.
Right. This is an expansion.
We already had that. Brutus is here, and he was in the damn original movies.
Yeah. I mean,
Species.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna just canonize it right now. That was him up there with Boba Fett.
Yeah, that would have been. She would have been all you had to do was add a couple things in, and she would have been a great Asajj Ventress. It didn't even fucking matter. Like you didn't need anything. All you had to do was put a little thing right here, and that would have been good. But I don't know. She is the voice of the Disney princess. Yes, she is.
Yep.
Yes, and she was on Boardwalk Empire too.
So I don't think that she's a throwaway character. I'm going to say that she's going to be back. So
damn.
As
soon
as this takes place,
that's Merida.
Don't get it.
God damn. A little sensitive.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry.
So he knows after this that the jig is up, that she is definitely going to go turn him in. So now he's in a rush. We've got to find what we need and get the hell out of here. Now, this whole scene cracks me up. How much lunch money did these kids have? And why does it seem like he's always out and then he still has more? And that happens this episode and in the next one, because he like dumps and he's reaching in every pocket and just piling it all up.
Yeah, he took all that.
We got to go.
But I mean, even in a galaxy far, far away, money talks.
Oh, without question.
Like the rules are what you can afford the rules to be. So,
Yo, he kept putting it out too. He was paying it.
She's like, I don't know. He's like, bam. She's like, okay, what about this? I don't know. Bam. Like every problem solved with money.
Those Republic credits go far, boy. Like, no problem whatsoever.
Well, I'm almost thinking that this is the equivalent of like old money that's worth more than current money. So like if you had a freshly minted gold doubloon from the 1700s and you pulled that out today, that is not worth the same that they used it back then. That thing's worth a fortune. So when he pulls these out, They're like, oh shit.
Probably gonna be in jail.
Well, yeah, 'cause they made that comment at the bar too in episode 2 that they're
Yeah.
mint.
Yeah.
Old Republic credits. Like, how did these have to be fake, right? That's their thinking, and these are all mint condition. So,
and they don't add and just playing with money over there.
They're just stockpiling.
yeah, I didn't think this show was going to be about banking, but it clearly is. Bank guys are
Like,
here.
they had one fucking asshole in the writers' room that really loved all that trade blockade bullshit from the prequels. And he's like, "Well, we got to do."
It's like I always wanted to be a banker, but I ended up being a writer, so I'm going to write about being bankers. What?
They check into the suite. SM-33 scratches on the tabletop, the mark of the captain. And of course, at this point, Jode now knows who the captain is and is freaking out because it's like, wait a minute, this is a famous pirate captain that everybody knows and they know the story. They actually sing songs about him. Mm-hmm. And while he's trying to explain, the kids are actually being kids.
Right.
He gets pissed.
They are. I
get here. The kids have no sense of danger.
I mean, it's true. They're all this crazy shit has happened. They get into this weird fucking hotel, and like you would think they would just get in there and just be frozen with fear, like, oh my god. But they're gonna start having a pillow fight. There's you have to take some believability leaps with some of the actions of the characters.
Yeah,
true, especially because Wayne was just literally crying a few scenes before. But now they're here and now they're all playing pillow fighting.
And they're with a stranger who they don't even trust.
Well, but it also gives it gives the audience a sense that, oh, these kids are still kids. They're still in there. This hasn't changed them or corrupted them. This isn't some life-altering event yet. They're still themselves. Look, there they are.
I do like that everyone acknowledges the kids and says, do not trust him. Like, that's it. Like, they just keep going along.
At one point, some of the people are like, "Yeah, so where are those elders?" Like, nobody believes that these little kids in fucking costumes are old elders. They're all just like, "Whatever, dude."
Yeah, reminded me like the Muppets. When the Muppets would dress up as like a person and be like, "Oh, they make Muppet Man," and it's like, oh, no, that's a giant Muppet there.
How long before you think we get collectible like busts that are holographic looking like that?
Jesus,
they have some. I mean, they don't look like that. I mean, they're clear. They're like,
you talking about a real hologram, Steve? You talking about a real hologram?
I mean, yeah, but like if you think about it, you could do that with a little box, and a little light on the bottom. That would be really cool. They got to get on that. Those Imagineers over there.
Save some space.
Get on that shit. If they did that, Sean would have to collect every fucking one of them.
Gotta catch them all, like fucking Pokemon.
Right, so Pocket turns them in.
And I'm trying to jump through this pretty fast.
Yep, just as we knew she would. And we get one of the Hutts who's hanging out in this spa planet. At one point, they were saying because of that little tattoo on his chin that it was one of the twins from the Book of Boba. It clearly is not, because you could see that the twin, both his head is different, his eyes are different, and his tattoo is actually further up on his lip. So the question is the Hutt that we saw in this episode, is that Jabba's son, Rada? I say yes.
That's the one, that we're going to have the bear voice in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did like how he just ate that order, the waiter. The guy was like, "Oh, no, sir, not again, please, no."
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I'm like, oh, man, they've been through this before. It's fucked up.
So the kids split up in an effort to go find the captain's lair.
This resort planet looks awesome. Sean, imagine they have a resort, Star Wars resort that was just kind of like modeled right after this.
I'm surprised they haven't yet. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Somebody's
tried it. They tried it one way, didn't work. But I think if they do it really again, they should really just be just a whole building. Like I'm convinced at that point. Although, what you say? No.
Oh, he's got to be tight-lipped. We're touching on a touchy subject. Moving on.
Sorry, my bad. Okay, moving on.
So down below, they're looking
You
for
on
the
the show, dog. this is deep. We're deep diving pretty hard on shit. You got secrets, and I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. Believe me, trust me, I don't know anything. I have no idea.
So down below, they're looking for the mark of the captain. There's all these runes. There was a lot of people online who were saying that these were Sith runes. The runes up there, they're similar, but they're not Sith, because I tried to decipher this, and there's some that just don't exist. The ones in the corner, they're Sith runes. So similar, but not the same.
Okay.
That's what I say. They had made mention about all the security that the Munes were there from the banking clan, and there they are, as we saw from the very first.
Get that motherfucker out of the writing room. Get him out. Get him out.
Well,
fucking Trevor, that piece of shit.
But this all ties together because Darth Plagueis is also immune. So
there was a Plagueis character, yeah, that was cool.
So same species. Now, and then as they're down below, this character was really cool.
This reminded me of Never-Ending Story. It reminded me.
It did, right?
Yes.
It
Falco.
Did. It did
Falco.
have a Never-Ending Story.
Close. Core. I know you're a Ravens fan, but it's Falcor.
Oh, Falcor. Yes. No, he's the Ravens fan.
I'm a Ravens fan.
Oh, and it's Flacco. Who's Falco? Oh, that was from
That was from
the Replacements.
Replacements.
Yeah.
Keanu.
Keanu's character. There it was.
Keanu.
So
I love this. This was a cool character. It was just sitting there. I didn't know what he was doing. Like, how big is this motherfucker? Like, is he on retreat? Like, is he on vacation?
He is.
Like,
he's taking a steam.
It's weird. Like, but I've never seen a character this big in the Star Wars universe that like kind of just ran.
He's like, I gotta go on vacation. I need a fucking few days off. I gotta clear my head. Fuck, I'm busy out here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a soak.
And he's another one who says don't trust him because he just doesn't smell right.
Yep.
So the security guys are chasing after him, and this is where I get nerdy because when Jode had said that he was that professor from Scipio, I immediately was like, well, if you're from Scipio, that means you're probably one of the Munes because that's one of their planets. But that's just the Star Wars nerd that was like, you can't be that person, wrong species. Well, they obviously figured out, chase after him. KB's playing tricks and ends up shooting the mud and knocking the guards off the walkway, which is pretty cool. And while this is happening, here come the pirates.
Well, wait. Real quick.
I like that Neil looked like a what were those little guys?
Real quick, Steve. I want to ask. Steve, I want to ask you something, Steve.
Jawas. It looks like a little Jawa.
He pulled a wrench out, Steve, and it was the exact size of the turner. How did you feel about that? You were like, man, get the fuck out of here. What are
you talking about? They have those wrenches that that
fucking wrench.
Listen, as somebody that you know how many times I'll take every fucking socket size and I'll go over to that thing and then not one of them works. I got to go back to the fucking truck. The fact that she was just like, a bolt. Oh, great. Well, like, fuck you, kid.
Well, we know, right? She's not a kid.
Yeah, she's probably like Inspector Gadget. Go, Gadget Wrench.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, the pirates show up.
Yep, and they shoot down.
Has yet to turn good, Sean.
I know, dude.
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, probably.
Not with 2 episodes left.
Yeah, he's very dead. He killed somebody. This episode. So I don't see him coming back. Unless again, they're pulling the wool over our eyes and everything might be fake.
I don't know, John. There was no invisible creature. That man committed murder.
Yeah.
On screen. We all saw it.
Yeah, you're right.
They are working their way towards the pirate treasure area, and there's all the booby traps, which there's a lot of calls.
That's like Neil is all right there, but Fern is like a month away from that ending her story.
Yeah.
Yes.
One growth spurt away. She's done.
Yeah.
And of course,
right off.
That made me think of Indiana Jones, Last Crusade.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
it was cool though.
Then
I like it.
We had another Indiana Jones, which when he steps on the thing, of course, I thought immediately of Short Round
God damn. And when you pull it, you like, and you go back and think about it, you're like, damn, I didn't even think about that part.
We got the the guard who knew how to avoid the trap, but because the pirates came and shot and killed him, pushed him right up into the spikes, which again was very much Indiana Jones.
That was awesome. All the Star Wars style of booby traps, like instead of the spikes coming down or slamming into you, you get sucked into a gravity beam that pulls you into the spikes. Like that makes sense.
Yeah,
All tracking.
Yeah, it was tough. I like that, Steve. Actually, kind of think about it, you're like, damn, that does make sense.
Like these fucking space people really were leaning in on that pirate shit heavy. Like they were like, man, you hear about this crazy shit on Earth? Pirates? Wild. Because they called somebody like they said like blambering rat or something. I don't forget what it is. It's one of these pirate terms.
Bilge rat.
Bilge rat. There you go.
Yeah, it's not good to be a security guard on this nice high class because these guys all get killed. They might as well be wearing Star Trek red shirts.
Mm-hmm.
The pirates just kill all of them. Here's my moment where I thought that Jode gave all the money to the girl to get in and out, but obviously he didn't. He has one because they need to put in the acid what the pirate values most, and that is treasure.
You want to know why he always has one, Sean? Because I think that every time he pays more than one,
he takes it back.
He's got that sleight of hand shit. Like he puts one out and he'll take that shit back before you even know what happened. You know what I mean? He probably didn't leave none of them fucking credits on that stupid resort planet.
So
and a couple episodes ago, didn't he spend all that money to buy back those Eopies?
That's what I thought too.
So he spent this money multiple times.
No,
we know he murdered all those.
He says that he did.
I think so too.
Clearly, he killed everybody there.
Off-screen homicide.
Again, that's all got to play back. All this shit got to come back at some point. I mean, goddamn,
not enough time.
Fuck, 2 episodes, dog.
It better be long. Every episode's been pretty good length. Gotta say.
Yeah, the acid on this episode.
Oh yeah.
It felt like acid too.
They started walking down those steps quick though.
I was like,
I'd wait a bit.
And there is the captain's treasure room, and there's a lot going on.
A lot of
I really would like to have spent more time to look for Easter eggs, but I didn't see much in there.
Nah, I didn't see anything in there either.
The statue of Neil's family.
Yeah, he was looking at it too when he was walking. Wasn't it?
Like, damn, those motherfuckers can get buff.
And then, of course, the one main thing that they definitely show us is the lightsaber. And that is a cool kind of multicolored Old Republic looking lightsaber.
Yeah.
The gold and the silver together. Yeah.
Yep. And Neil, always thinking with his stomach, is the one to recognize that the food is different.
Would you have rather that hilt be like a famous hilt, like, oh, that's Qui-Gon's hilt, or that's
Nope. I'm perfectly fine with it just being a lightsaber.
I'd have been okay with it being anybody.
Sounds like more connections.
Yeah. Connect all of it. Shit. I don't care.
Yeah. Neil did poke out that meat. He's like, man, what's going on with that meat?
And this was definitely Goonies with all the traps set by One Eye Willie feel to it.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it. I didn't have a problem with it.
They find the data port, and there's your coordinates to Atten. And everybody's all excited. And then, of course, they get to play back the hollow image of the captain.
Who's the captain? Is the question.
That's so frustrating. I was so irritated. Like when they played that, I'm like, God damn it, another mystery. Fucking would you just give me one? Just give me an answer.
And at least, well, while they give us one mystery, they also clear up one.
So let me ask you a question real quick. Now, do you see the skull, right?
Yeah.
You see how the bones are poking out the side like that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a Hondo character? Like, doesn't Hondo have those like little skulls coming out of his side of his thing too?
Yeah.
Good call.
Oh, that was something that I thought I was like, is it Hondo? No, it can't be Hondo.
No.
Right? Like, I wouldn't think, but I don't know.
No, man, I just helped Hondo get some coaxium.
You did, but didn't mean they can't kill him off, or he could have been an old pirate. I don't know.
While we have the mystery of who the captain is, he clarified one of the mysteries as to why Atten is the treasure planet, because now we know it is the mint of the old republic. They are just busy over these hundreds of years, just making credits, because that's the job. That place has got to be stockpiled at this point.
All they've been doing is just making money for
unless whoever the supervisor is
shipping it off. I mean, they got to be shipping it off somewhere.
Yeah,
well,
they're not holding it
unless the supervisor is just a droid who is just, this is the routine, and we just continue and follow the plan.
Of course. So what do you do with all the fucking credits? And he's like, look out back. It's out back, just piles and piles of fucking.
It's bolted up
for miles. Piles
of course, there's a droid. It's like the Wizard of Oz. There's another fucking thing. It's another old reference to some other movie.
This show's about money laundering and a money laundering scheme, and that's
fucking
where we're
Jason
going
Bateman from Ozark is the goddamn supervisor.
It's money laundering. That's it.
I think it's a Wizard of Oz. I think it's a Wizard of Oz thing, kind of like
100%.
Yeah. But it's
you're gonna get a big old smoky face, who enters my chamber?
Yeah.
Force powers.
Yeah.
I thought this part was fucked up when he was like, I challenge. I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah, total turn.
That's fucked up, man. That's not right. and then
she even says that.
Smee's like
kids.
Like you gotta do it. Like that's fucking rules.
Just yield.
Pirate code.
And when
he was walking up to her, he was like, "Don't make me hurt you." I was like, "Dude, I think he might."
He was looking like he was going to. And then Wim goes to be the hero, and we get the meeting point of the lightsabers upside.
So
that is off. Almost cut the words off. We say hello.
He's about to cut his nuts off.
Yeah. Nards was going.
He's about to need a peg leg himself right there.
Jedi castration.
But then again, if he did it right, he probably would have been dead. Because look where that lightsaber is on his chest.
Yeah, he would have got it. He would have shot it right through his own face.
Yeah.
Got stabbed to the chest. Damn. He'll live through that.
Well, you're right.
True. Yeah. Only Qui-Gon dies from tummy shots.
Yeah. Wish he cut his arteries. God.
Man, Fernando does not like Wim. Fernando does not like Wim at all.
He's a kid.
Fernando doesn't have a son at this age. At this stage of life yet.
Adult. This is the adult son.
So rather than face Jod, Wim triggers the trap. They all fall through the floor. And then this episode ends with him using the Force to pick the lightsaber up off the floor and igniting it off camera.
True. It happened. It was the Force. This episode 5, gets a hero from me.
Yeah, it was a hero. Definitely a hero. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
5 for 5 on heroes.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Fernando, I can't stand that kid. Again, all the episodes are great to me. Like, there's not one that I'm like, I didn't fucking like. Like, I still like all these episodes.
Yeah.
Hello,
is the low point.
Yeah, hello, are the kids watching this?
No.
Really? Not interested?
No.
Wow.
Same. I've tried to convince them, and nobody.
Sean, if this was like 3-4 years ago, they would have been 100% in. They're fucking watching.
It's all YouTube.
Girls are watching Gilmore Girls and fucking One Tree Hill and all this shit. Like, I can't stand this. It's all 90s teen dramas here. I'm like, what is happening in my house? But they're all 14 and 16, man. Like,
I got Zoe to watch it. So she started watching it.
I think Ava wants to because Jenny hasn't started yet either, and I think they even said it after this episode because I was watching this with them in the room, and they're like, oh, we should go back and watch this. So I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Alex has no fucking
interest at all.
No. He's all playing NCAA football.
Oh man,
and Madden all of a sudden.
You should be
all of a sudden. I am happy, but it's like, you can balance it. You can do both.
You picked up a controller and played him yet?
Not yet. I wanted to give him time. He just got it for Christmas.
Did you
so,
give a fuck what your dad was
Eat 'em
into
now while
when
you-
you were his age? No.
No, because my
You were
dad
trying to
watched
find your
my
own
dad.
shit.
Only thing my dad did was watch CNN and work. Like,
And that shit
I
was
do cool
tied as
shit.
fuck to him. He probably would have loved for you to get into CNN with him.
It's true. You're probably right.
Fucking they watch old cowboys and karate movies and shit.
No, I did watch karate movies and shit. He didn't care about that stuff. Remember, he's an
It almost
immigrant.
sounds like you were doing a bunch of shit and you're not spending time with your dad.
All right, man. Let's move on to part
All
two. It's getting late. God damn, I'm trying to move through this shit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So this
Very
one picks
good.
right up with them going through the trap floor.
Goonies.
And this is,
Absolutely.
I picked up the two references. One,
I did too.
the tubes from Empire, and of course, the water slide from Goonies.
I always think whenever I see people going down these slides like this, like one fucking like thing sticking up. That's all it takes.
One blade right in the
That's
middle,
because
and
we
they come
watch
out as
horror
two halves.
movies, Steve. You and I watch horror movies like that Aqua Slash, where
Aqua Slash was that was a movie.
that happened.
So it dumps them out, and this whole episode was this gave us a lot of insight into KB. So right away, she's got some issues because
awesome,
she
man.
mentioned the
Yeah.
whole.
His daughter's name was Leia.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, she started mentioning like, or Fern was like, she can't move because something's messed up, one of her, and I was like, right then, I was like, fuck. Rachel's like, what happened? I was like, Sean's fucking right. Sean was right. She's a fucking robot.
She's a fucking
God
robot.
damn it.
I think she's more of a cyborg than a
Yeah.
robot.
Cyborg, yeah. Cyborg robot, all the same.
You know what she is? She doesn't have a brain. She's got a hollow shell with a bunch of wires and shit in there.
Yes.
So that's a robot. that's what that is.
I don't know what else.
She might have a frontal lobe. We don't know. We only saw the back.
Listen,
Man,
you can't move
listen,
without
there
melted
was
metal.
an empty
putting it in
shell in there, dog. It was all
Ah.
space in there, dog. Like it was robot and come on, bro. Come on. Like he pulled out the back of her fucking head, dog. Like it was all going. She's a
Well,
robot.
she said that this was because of an accident.
Well,
she got
I guess
into a-
died. She died and they brought her back into a robot.
She got into a wreck, and I think it paralyzed her, and they built something onto her head to make her mobile again.
I agree with
Yeah.
that too. I want to know what the accident was too. Like we're not getting a lot of backstory on these kids, but like at the same time, I want to know what happened to her and how it happened, and I need a little bit more information on stuff, which is cool. But like again, I was right.
And of course, Neil.
She's a low body.
Neil's the one who cares about everybody.
Neil is a ride or die friend, man.
Oh,
Like, yo, he's a ride or die friend, man.
He's Vin Diesel.
Dude, when he came out all iced out, I was like, look at this guy. Look at Joe Burrow climbing out of the fucking manhole right here.
Yo, but it was funny though.
yes, and that's what you would do. Take as much as you can carry.
And he was like telling the lady, he's like, I need my ship fueled. He's like pointing at shit on him. Like, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. It's like, come on, guy.
And the crazy part is they're pirates. Why didn't they go down there and get the rest of that fucking money? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, we don't know if they did. Well,
I
actually,
don't think they
probably
did.
the reason they didn't, because
Well, those
as they're getting ready to load him up,
Hey, that's right.
X-Wings,
That's right. You're right. They did come blasting.
SM-33, he didn't get a chance to do anything. They're ready for his ass this time.
Useless SM-33. Useless.
Yeah.
Boom. They're like, no. You kicked our ass once. We're not going to fall for that again. And yep, as they're getting ready to load him up, here come the X-Wings.
Yeah, they came blasting through. I like that.
And
There
I
you
do
go.
like Wim's comment about the fact that he makes it twice in this, that he can't get the good guys and the bad guys right.
I know. I like that
That
too.
was good. He's like, why am I always wrong about who the good guys are?
So, and kind of on that same note, he is going to follow the trash crabs
Oh,
because they're going to lead him to the promised land.
They just keep repeating everything he says. And
Oh, yeah.
it's funny because as soon as later it's like they're still repeating all the bad things he says, and I'm like, yeah, it makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. And Fern, and it was interesting how we got to see a little bit more of the Fern KB.
right.
relationship breakdown.
They actually said a lot in this episode to where, you know, she can't do the same things like, you know, like Fern can do. And like, you know, she has this affliction and she can't do anything, like, you know, and if something happened, like, yo, if you thought about that shit in real detail, you think about it, like, yo, if she would have fucking just gassed out, like, yo, she would have been dead, like, shattered into pieces. Whatever body she got left in her would have been gone on that climb up. So like, she wasn't wrong. Like, that was messed up. It was kind of dark in many ways, because it was like Fern was like, well, let's go. And I'm like, well, damn, if she dies, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna catch her when she fall.
No, but she probably weighs a ton.
Yeah.
But she did realize something that she does, that as she kept going, like Neil didn't have the same thing either. So like, you know, she helped out, which was kind of cool. But anyway, keep going ahead. I'm sorry. We'll get there.
So the pirates are having court, and Jode has been sentenced to death by airlock. But, and this is where I'm wondering if, again, I know it's the big conversation. Is he a Jedi or is he not? Notice how he was looking at the girl to the right. Now, do you have to use your hand with Jedi mind tricks? Or is he just, because he was staring her down as almost to put the suggestion in her head, like, don't forget, I get my time. I don't know.
I don't know either. I didn't notice. I noticed that when everybody was cheering, it focused on her, and she was looking around like, "What the fuck?" Like she wasn't cheering. So I don't know. Maybe she's just a stickler for the rules. She seems a little old school there. Seems like she's been through a few rounds herself.
Yeah, it seemed like both of the pirates on the side actually said the same thing. They actually were kind of like,
and I did like, again, though, how we have more pirate stuff that's Star. You know, we got this awesome plasma hourglass. I'm like,
awesome, Steve.
Sell that shit at the Disney store. You'll fucking sell it.
Yeah,
you better figure out a way to sell that. Everything I see, I'm like, market, put that shit on the shelf.
Yeah, that glowing shit is fucking dope as shit.
Nerds would love really that shit. Like, this is your time out. Last until this is over. So good.
Sound like an answer to a large Marge. Tell them Large Marge sent you.
I love his speech and how he sets it up and then starts singing the pirate chanty. It gets everybody in. It gets them all. I mean, it's a fantastic way to get the crowd on your side. It was awesome.
He definitely is he's got a lot of charisma.
Yes.
This Jude Law. He can turn a crowd quite easily.
Yep. And then he convinced them to say, all right, we'll go look and see. But if not, out the airlock you go.
I love it. It's not walking the plank. So I'm going to put your ass in the airlock and shoot you into space.
Yep. Right. Like, which is the space equivalent.
Exactly. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good. It all lines up. Space pirates rule.
We all know that wolf guy is going to die, right?
I hope not. I need him to be just like a stickler. He hasn't done anything wrong that I've seen yet, except for like, he's the guy in the chair yelling orders. He had a really cool moment in the opening episode where he was like taking people out. But so far since then, he's been the leader of the bad guys, but like, that's it. I don't need him to die for that.
Neil has little arms, can't really make it up the ladder, but you know, poor Neil. But he's a ride or die. He still went in on it.
So here you go. Here's your Atari cartridge in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's when it was cemented. When I knew it was over.
I'm not even ready.
Well, this is the Star Wars universe. You know, people lose limbs and hands.
Dude, she has a whole head, bro.
Yeah,
she's got reconnected.
If anybody had that much of their head missing,
maybe dead.
Yeah, it would be a dead person.
It was great that she talked him through a little quick.
Yeah,
we can rebuild the fuse and get it going.
I like this whole scene though. I like how she was starting to lose it, and like she was trying to help him, but like she put a hole in it. Like how she did it was dope. I really did like the scene. Like, it was a really cool scene.
And how many times have we seen similar things on those stupid videos on YouTube or Facebook or wherever, where people put the holes in the sand and they make shit out of molten lead? I've seen a ton of them. We just got it in Star Wars. It works. So, and she's so nonchalant. She's like, hey, you didn't think it'd be that way when you saved somebody's life. Way to go, Jedi. And dude, he just lit up.
It blew up.
He's like, oh, yes. So, but it's very short lived because then he realizes, oh, I just led us to the thing that's going to eat us.
For a split second, I was like, oh, is it going to be like a really cool, like knowledgeable crab that's going to help them, like going to talk to him or something? Then it immediately like starts roaring and saliva's falling. I was like, oh no.
Oh, no,
you were thinking of what was it, like the turtle from
Never Ending Story. I was still giving Never Ending Story vibes after Falcor from the beginning. I was like, that's the turtle, right? He's going to talk to him. He's going to sneeze.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. See, no, none of that.
Nope, this one wants to eat him.
Angry ass fucking crab that likes.
He's like, I think we're food, and all the little crabs are like, food, and they're all coming towards him. I was like, oh god.
Wait, did they say food?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
they did. I didn't even pay attention to that part.
Like food. They're walking towards him. Oh man,
great.
They're getting ready to trash the ship, and Fern's like, oh hell no, you're not taking my ship. Gets Neil to jump on. Now, this is one of those.
This whole thing from the beginning to the end was amazing to me.
Yeah, from here to till credits rolled.
This was one of those moments where, since this was such a short episode, they could have did another 30, 60 seconds of her just ripping the panel off and pulling up the joystick to steer it.
I agree. They didn't show that part, right?
No.
Yeah, I was a little confused when they showed her like steering the thing. I'm like,
yeah, like she's got the joystick, and there's the panel. Like, all you have to do is they jump on it and she looks around for a second and rips it up and finds it. I mean, it would have worked, but yeah, whatever.
This episode was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard too.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was awesome. So she's steering these, because I didn't realize it. I was like, oh, they're unmanned little drone things taking the ship to the scrapyard or whatever. And
I didn't know that either.
On and like, I'm like, it makes sense that there would be a joystick to move one around.
Yeah.
I don't know how she knows how to do that. I have.
They could have given us that in a little 60-second edition. But.
Yeah, and Raging makes another good point. It's like, so her solution was to tie a rope around him and stretches his legs out. I think it just kind of helps
his confidence,
helps him fucking move quicker. Like maybe it doesn't stretch his, but she's doing more of the work. He's kind of getting lifted up.
Yeah, she's definitely doing a lot. So, I mean, I would that made sense to me. When the rope was around him, that made sense to me. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I think it was a confidence thing that once he had that rope, he's like, oh, okay, I'm not as scared and I can go.
Yeah.
How she knows how to jump onto the trash thing, the trash drone, and then
the world may never know.
I don't know. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Yeah.
But I liked the whole scene, so I still liked it though.
I know when they cruised by and they jumped on, I was like, ooh, are they going to steer into that crab and fuck that crab up? Or how are they going to do this?
Cool.
And the way they just swooped by and scooped them up was tough.
But that crab has got some pretty damn good aim with picking up a rock.
Yo, that crab threw the shit out of it. And it got it too.
Motherfuckers. Bow. And I loved how as it's spiraling and spinning, the kids that are on that one thing, as it comes closer to the camera, you can hear them screaming.
Yeah.
Ah! Sound like a roller coaster.
Yeah, I was
And then for a very brief moment, and it was very touching because everybody's reunited.
Yeah.
They all apologize, as Neil says is the answer to everything. Just say you're sorry.
Oh, Neil.
And it kind of rebuilds the group.
Yeah.
Which pays off again in a few minutes.
Yo, I'm honest now. It's again, we this is a coming of age story. So like they're coming of age. Now they can do shit, but as we get to the end, like they can do shit on their own.
They can do shit.
Yeah.
This was crazy. So much of this this last bit reminded me of Toy Story.
It did.
The little crabs and the little evil crabs, like, food. It was like the evil toys. And then you have the joystick, the game. You know, it's almost like a video game. And then now you have the ending of Toy Story 3.
Yeah. Yeah. But this shit, it had me because I was like, wait a minute, what's going to happen here? Like, they going to have to bail? Is there an escape pod?
I did not see what they had up their sleeve coming. And when I tell you, this whole show, I was like, I don't know about this fucking ship. I just don't know if this design is.
Oh, yep.
God,
Rebirth.
damn.
Rebirth.
God, damn. So good.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree too.
Yep.
Yeah, Color Palette was good, Frankie. Yeah, I definitely can ride with that.
But this shows they all came together. They all have their role. I mean, you've got Neil flying, you've got Fern captain,
just like
KB
Power Rangers.
engineer. Wim is quick to jump on the cannon.
He's gonna be the gunner. Like, they all have their roles.
And they go right to it, and now they work well as a team.
They're like, how do we start the ship? And KB's like, I think I saw him do it. I think it's something like this. Bam! And she's just handling shit. I'm like, let's fucking go, man.
Yeah, right? It's like,
fly this motherfucker out of here, kids. Let's go.
Fucking Neil's flying the ship and shit. Like, really, Neil? Good job for you, bro. Fucking captain of the fucking ship. Look at you.
This is the Millennium Falcon ride.
When they hit the button.
Good
that
job.
they
right.
Would anyone have guessed that it would have been Fern to press the button?
No.
Nope.
Didn't think he's gonna do it. They hesitated though. I love the hesitation of that shit though. Like, it was just like, are you gonna push this shit?
And there was that moment again, just like Toy Story, where Fern looks over and fucking Neil sit there looking as cute as he's ever looked and as sad as he's ever looked, staring at the screen. I was like, he looks like fucking Grogu right now with those big ass puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
And then that's when she pushes the button. It was Neil's cute ass face that did it. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
She did not want nothing to happen to that little blue boy.
Yeah. But they pulled that bitch out, boy, and that motherfucker transformed into fucking something amazing.
It's like an exoskeleton. It removed a whole new ship, popped out like fucking Batman, like a whole ship popped out of the old ship.
No, and that shit was fucking tough.
Sean, that ship right there. That is the ship of dreams for Star.
I'm gonna need it.
Clean, right there.
I'm gonna need at least a little Hot Wheels to it. I don't need a studio scale. But like a Hot Wheels or like a one of these Star Wars ones that they have, like I need that. I'm gonna need that, and I'm gonna need the fucking thing to come out of it too. Like, come on.
The best part, they're gonna release that the ship that goes into the other ship.
Look, the merch for this fucking show is there. Like, everything is merchable. Like, there's no fucking way at the end of this that they can be making no money from this damn show.
And the best part of when they were flying away was watching the ship like fucking. It wasn't flying straight. You know what I mean? No. It was bobbing and weaving, and like a new driver, like a little kid was behind the wheel.
Yeah.
All these Star Wars shows, you always see the ship just take off all gracefully and perfect. Not this one. Great. Credits rolled as this thing was fucking trying to stay straight. Yeah. Loved it. So good.
This episode was a hero, dog. It was a great
this
episode.
Might have been one of the best for me personally. A lot happened.
It did.
Yeah. Story-wise, they moved from one spot to we're moving. We're in the final stretch, the last two, and
2 left.
That was it. Good episode, man. Again, I don't know why. Skeleton Crew for me, it's good. It's holding up to what it. I had low expectations coming in, and then now I'm on.
It's because this is everything we grew up on.
Thank you, Alo.
Everything we grew up on.
It is,
and I don't know well executed
like this. Yeah, and done well. Like it's everything we grew up on, plus things we still love, and done well.
Yeah, and it's a fucking dick move, is what it is. They're like, we're gonna put everything you fucking love together in one tight little bundle. Keep you coming back, because I'm like, you know, nothing can happen to is my Disney Plus subscription right now. Nothing can fucking happen to that. So, I'll tell you that right now. They got me in a chokehold over there.
Yeah, they got me too, dog. Yeah,
that's how they can spend that money on Andor.
Yo, they got me, man.
So like, do you see what the fuck we're putting out? They're not canceling anytime soon.
Price is going up. No
You're
problem.
Right.
Take
price is going up. You fucking better raise it now, because it doesn't matter what the price is right now.
Yeah.
$50 a month. Like, I guess we're fucking paying $50 a month now. I guess.
Fuck, I mean, yo, I'm at $30 on fucking Netflix. I don't understand why.
$30 on Netflix.
Yeah, I think Elijah put himself on there because he's in Florida.
You got the
Well,
multiple screens. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yep, that's why. Screwing me over.
But-
Damn kids.
We've got 2 episodes left. We've got the kids, the pirates, all heading to Ad-Atten. The parents trying to communicate out from Ad-Atten. I mean, it's all coming together, and we've got 2 episodes for this all to come to a head.
Yep.
Do you think they're getting back to Ad-Atten next episode, or are we? Because I
No,
mean,
I
they're
think
all
they-
in space, flying towards it now. Like, what's going to happen? Are we going to have a whole space episode?
I
think
think they'll get back there, and we'll see the conflict, and it will end on like a cliffhanger as everything's coming to a head, and then we get the conclusion in the
Well,
final.
It's good that I feel like we're at least going to get something. Like if this was on HBO, I feel like we'd have 2 more episodes of them in space, and then and then we have
See
to
you
wait
next season.
3 more years for the next season to come out where we find out what happens.
Well, that's going to be the interesting thing with the show is that this was not put together, as far as I know, with the intent of like a multiple season show.
Oh,
No,
they never fucking.
And they've already said it already. They're like, we're thinking about season 2 already.
Yes, but how do you do that? Because again, with the delays that took place, these kids are a lot older now.
You're gonna have
Even
a
before
jump.
you start
you
production.
have a Stranger
You
Things.
time jump. You time jump, and now you're doing them.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, you're
Or-
following them 6 years later.
Or do
Oh,
you
shit.
make this to where you use the general theme, but you get a different bunch of kids?
I said this in the beginning that I think what they've opened up here is a nice world to where you can actually grow with these kids. And I think you can keep the same kids and just keep trying to tell a different story every time. Like I don't see why you wouldn't. Like you got it all there. I mean, you could do
Because they're
different-
not kids anymore. By the
No.
time season 3 comes out, they're gonna be paying.
but it
tax.
doesn't
That's
it wouldn't
true.
matter. Like you
You're
can
gonna
only
need to shave.
I mean, you can
voice
only
change.
do this for a certain amount of time anyway. You can't do it for 5 seasons, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Neil's good. Neil, you can
yeah, you can
could-
keep
you
Neil
could-
growing until he's, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe you're right. Maybe it is different kids, Skeleton Crew, but like
You
I
can
don't
do it. I think if you do a different kid crew, then you'd have to at least bring some of these people back.
Oh
as
yeah,
older
you can keep them in as characters, but I think you would introduce new kids to kind of maintain that innocence.
I mean, you have a whole universe out there to tell a story with these kids. You can
Where's the
keep
kid with the broom?
I don't know. I just think you can keep telling these same kid stories over and over. Like you can just keep giving me a better story every year.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Well, they got to do something because it's.
They
I mean,
will.
I think the pirate thing would get tired after several seasons. They're gonna have to change it up. They're gonna have to keep moving stuff around. So
So
I agree. I don't think you could do another pirate mystery. It's not gonna work.
no, I don't think so either.
and given the timeline of this, and it makes me want to pull out my Star Wars murder board. Does this planet and the credits, I know we've talked about the First Order, but immediately does it tie into Thrawn's return?
Yes, I would. I would do that. Why not?
So as this is unfolding, he is returning, and all of a sudden it's like, wait, somebody found what?
it's gonna be like Avengers.
Planet
like
full of money?
all these shows are gonna start coming together in one big show, or like the Defenders. There you go from Netflix. It's gonna be like a Star Wars show with Mando and Ahsoka and all the people from Rebels and Skeleton Crew are all together doing a thing.
Dude, that Skeleton Crew ship needs to be like,
Oh,
they need to be blasting that motherfucker off everywhere, dog. Like, what
It's Mandalorian needs a new ship. Huh? We could just do a quick trade. Oh, yes.
that I'm very curious to see what happens to the ship at the end. If they blow that bitch up, I'm gonna be upset. But something's gonna happen. Like either he's gonna take the ship and that's it, and the kids.
What's it called? The
Onyx Cinder?
Cinder.
Yeah.
So now the Onyx Cinder is it's up there. Like iconic Star Wars ships like that. That motherfucker did something
That's nice.
no other ship's done before.
Hello, what you about to say?
No, I agree.
All right. Well, you said it all. And we said it all. It's getting late, and we definitely passed our time. But catch us here next week. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you check us out on Saturday. We're doing the Geeks. We are doing our end of the year special. What movies, TV shows we liked, and everything else.
Best and worst. We're gonna talk about the shit that we loved, and then we're gonna take shits on some stuff too, because some stuff deserves it.
Yeah,
Werewolves, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, and till next time, this is Sean.
This is Lil.
This is Steve. Oh, sorry.
And this is Ed.
And may the force be with you.
Always.
Here they come.